Over the last few years, I've really been trying to visually represent why, as an entrepreneur, I struggle so much to take a business that's successfully made it through startup and I've got a clear pathway to market. And then why do I get stuck with the scaling bit? And I'm constantly trying to create different visualizations of this to make it easier for me to understand why I can get so many businesses to that end of startup stage. But then it's like I hit a brick wall when I get to scaling, because I completely need to change my mindset, almost become a completely different person, which is disturbing to say the least. And so this is my best attempt so far at describing why I get stuck, how I get stuck, and where I get stuck. And the where is when I have a pathway to market, because now I'm instantly in a bind, because during startup, I've just been helping everyone with everything. I've just been saying yes to everything, and I've got all these customers, and we're doing all sorts of things to keep them happy. And kind of everyone loves us. But that reaches a ceiling pretty quickly, because I can only do that with a team that's all directly reporting to me. As soon as we need to add a second layer, then this no longer works. We have to put in process, and we have to make some hard decisions about who we're actually going to serve at scale and who we're actually going to need to just send to somewhere else. And I really struggle with this because I love helping people, and that's the thing that I think that makes me so effective at finding pathways to market, is that I just love helping people and making a difference in their lives and finding out what makes a difference in people's lives that we can do that makes people happy and brings them joy. And so I get stuck because at the point where I have a pathway to market and I need to make this hard choice around where we're going to scale, I get caught in 3 different levels of entrepreneurial mastery. On an annual level, I've been told I need to create a business that's 10 times better than the business that I have. And so I want to be up in leverage land, thinking about what's this amazing breakthrough seed of genius business that I can build by leveraging technology, skill, and capital that would be just so much better than the business I have, that would be 10 times profitable, would be able to help 100 or 1,000 times as many people, and would be an absolute delight to lead. But at the same time, I'm trying to stimulate the business that I have to drive the cash flow for that leverage piece. So once a quarter, I'm bringing this leadership team together, creating all these differentiators, capabilities, and priorities, at the same time as trying to sort of build out this 10x business from within that sort of stimulated business. And then every week I'm bringing my team together and I'm just trying to build a business that's not completely on fire all the time and an absolute dramatic place to work, a complete drag that just does everyone's head in. I don't really, as a visionary entrepreneur, have much of a desire to create a sustainable foundation for all of the other stuff that I want to do. But really, at the start of scaling, that's right where I need to be for my people. And so I've really got to figure out the benchmarks, the roles, and the workflow that actually represent a stable state for the business that I'm trying to scale. And so what I've started doing, which has been much more effective for me, is turning the whole, traditional process of what we should do during scaling on its head and being much more process-oriented and also behaviourally oriented around what my team needs from me and what my team needs to discover as a team in what order, in order for us to actually be able to do all 3 of these things. And also to only call the people in to do the things in stimulation and leverage who actually want to do that. And so what I do now is I start on a weekly basis with my team. I don't do this huge big visionary thing and confuse and scare everyone. I don't try and stimulate the business. I just ask my team, what does a sustainable business as usual workflow look like? And I start that conversation on a weekly basis with my team. By figuring out just the basic benchmarks, roles, and workflow for a sustainable business, we build that foundation out first on a weekly basis. And my team gain confidence, being able to learn and understand how to identify the bottleneck to a low drama, high profit business on a weekly basis. Once I've got that, I can ask just a few people to come up and figure out how much we need to stimulate the business to keep ahead of the innovation curve. We can do that once a quarter. And once that's done, that leaves me and just 2 or 3 other people to figure out a leverage position for a seed of genius that could be a great business for the future.